see this freaking video. First of all, people who like going caving like that, I would say that's a survival instinct issue. You don't just do that. I would say like you probably don't value your life that much if you're going out and doing this on your own account. I personally
gold mine in the Nevada desert. However, what was supposed to be nothing more than a fun adventure with his family quickly turned into a disturbing experience.
Of course.
One that would likely stay with the group for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, the sound will bring down
the exploration of this mine started off quite...
Imagine going in a place where talking can kill you. That's what these guys are doing.
Normal, with the group staying silent to avoid causing an accidental cave-in as seen by the text they put on screen. However, after about a minute and a half of treading deeper into the mine, Connor noticed something strangely reflective on the path ahead.
So, do you see that reflection?
Yep.
You're trying to...
This is the moment you're supposed to turn back. Reflective things don't exist in nature unless it's water. This is not water, so turn back. Run!
Oh,
Jesus, what?
Run? Even more so?
It's a shoe.
oh,
Okay, is that like a fossil? Dead animal? Or human?
okay. Wait, don't move, Wyatt.
What they found reflecting back at them was a shoe amongst many more in a massive pile with random bones scattered throughout.
That's a bone right there. Actually, there's quite a few bones.
So these guys found a pile of old-ass shoes with bones, and they're sitting there and recording it. Like, how hard is it to turn around and say, nope, not here, no, not today. Yep, goodbye, Satan. No, this is clearly someone's murder pit, and I'm not about to be in it. This is what you do.
Yes.
What made this pile even more odd was the sheer variety of shoes on display. Many of them were clearly very modern, while some were models that were released over 30 years ago. How could such a random assortment of shoes end up in an abandoned gold mine in the middle of nowhere?
How? A murder? Clearly this is someone's dumping spot. What the hell are they still doing here?
Things took an even darker turn when the group ventured further into the cave and found a bunch of bones, including a relatively intact spine.
I don't like this.
By this point, the group was growing increasingly unsettled by these disturbing discoveries, prompting them to leave the cave as quickly as possible.
Also, they left. Oh, thank God.
And that's where the original
as quickly as possible, like after recording everything, that's not as quickly as possible.
video ends without any explanation or resolution. Connor didn't provide what's going on here. One of the first things that comes to mind is that this mine was the collection spot for a serial killer.
Obviously.
This would explain both the shoes and the bones. A top 15% of the cases involve absent shoes. However,
okay, so the cave abductors like collecting the shoes. Yeah, God forbid someone has a hobby. It's just kidding.
The internet agree that the bones in the video are not human. The group in the video reaches the same conclusion when looking at the bones for the first time.
No, it looks like a cow or a horse.
Yeah, but still, that's a bunch of human shoes. This is not normal.
Put simply, the odds of this being a serial killer trophy cave are very low. But given the animal bones scattered throughout the area, it's possible it was the feeding spot of a predator like a mountain lion. Though, while that might explain the bones, it offers no clues about the pile of shoes.
Yeah, obviously.
One theory I haven't seen...
I ain't seen no mountain lion wearing shoes.
anyone else bring up is that the shoes might have ended up there because of flooding. You see, the McCoy mine where the video was filmed is located in Lander County. And from what I can find, that area is quite prone to flooding. So it's entirely possible that someone dumped their sneaker collection in the middle of nowhere to get rid of it, only for it to be carried in the abandoned mine with rainwater. A mountain lion.
Okay, but they're so perfectly placed in a pile. Why would it be... it doesn't seem random, you know? Like a flooding.
Could have moved in later, which would explain the bones. The only proof I have of this theory is that the ground in the deepest part of the mine is extremely wet and has water flow marks leading into it. Other than that, it's pure speculation. That said, another potential explanation for both the bones and the shoes is that Connor placed them there himself in hopes of creating a viral video.
If that's the case, what if he's the serial killer? Because who has that many shoes? I don't.
Another inconsistency in Connor's video is that he and his group keep claiming that all the shoes in the pile are kid-sized.
There's no doll shoes in there.
They're not kid-size, anyone can tell that.
He even mentioned that in the video's title, which reads, "Kids' shoes and bones found in abandoned mine." Now, while that makes an already
If those are kid-size, then I'm an infant. Because my foot would fit in that.
creepy situation even more disturbing, it's simply not true. There are plenty of adult-sized shoes visible in this pile.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I doubt we'll ever know what happened here for sure. It's been 6 years since the video was
Either that, or they have massive feet. They don't know what a kid's foot look like.
Action Adventure Twins is a YouTube channel run by brothers James and Edward. The duo has been exploring dangerous and cramped caves since early 2020.
This is so scary. Why would they go there?
Despite their combined experience, one of them almost lost his life back in 2022.
Oh, yeah,
In
makes
January of that year, the two decided to explore the popular Petty John's Cave in Georgia.
Oh,
They had already explored parts
oh, what is that? Oh, what is that entrance, bro? Oh my god. No, this is not... Who looks at this and says, I would love to get in here.
The two decided to explore the popular
Oh, I
Petty
got the
John's Cave
chills.
in
Oh
Georgia.
my god.
Hardest sections, the aptly named Nervous Breakdown, referring to how cavers feel when going through it.
Oh.
Things started off just as expected, with the pair going through the narrow and claustrophobic entrance to reach the first open area of the Petty John's Cave.
Oh no. Ah, no, 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 no. You don't go in that. No. No. Holy shit.
Whoa, entrance room.
Oh no.
However, it didn't take long for the cave to begin closing back again, forcing
What do you mean? It was already closed before. It was shut. It was shut.
single slip and falling into the narrow hole and possibly getting injured. And given the lack of
Possibly.
safe footing around,
You're not getting injured, bro. You're getting stuck here for life. You're becoming a monument. A warning sign. A statistic, even.
they finally arrived at the entrance to Nervous Breakdown. Unfortunately for them, things weren't looking good. The area surrounding this
Wait. Let me get something straight. The name of this place is Nervous Breakdown. Bro chose to go in a space that's called Nervous Breakdown. Meanwhile, I'm getting a nervous breakdown just from watching this.
And after looking around for a bit, Edward eventually found the real entrance and was excited to go in. He genuinely couldn't wait to find
Oh, he was excited to go in. People don't have healthy hobbies anymore.
out what was down there and began his descent, leaving his brother behind in case something bad happened.
I found a rope.
Oh no. Found someone else's last rope, I bet.
I don't hear James anymore.
Oh no. Oh, how good.
In other
Oh,
words,
yeah.
Edward was now lost in an unknown section of the cave without any means of contacting his brother.
Why didn't he go back? Just go back before something worse happens. Oh no.
James!
All of my leg hairs are up right now. I don't even have leg hairs. I can feel that they would be up if they existed.
Been like 30 minutes since I last saw him.
Oh,
I don't even know where I'm at. I tried to go back to the last place I saw him, and everything just looks the same.
not the cave twins anymore. Just the cave guy. Yep, lost forever. Lost in the sauce.
We should have never split up.
Yep. Don't
After
split
calling
up.
out to James many times with no
First
luck, he
horror
decided to
movie,
retrace
bro.
his... This is the true horror of caving. Even if he didn't injure himself, he could have just as easily wandered around aimlessly until his body gave way into exhaustion.
This is not the true horror of caving. The true horror of caving is just caving in general. Why didn't he go back? Like, yeah, I assume he's going back now, but it's a little too late, don't you think? Like, bro just straight up went in one of Earth's pores. He's like in a pore of the Earth. The most clogged and dirty pore that Mother Earth has to offer.
Footage of him excitedly dropping into the nervous breakdown entrance would have ended with the camera recording his descent into confusion, fear, and eventually silence. Edward spotted a single piece of tape he saw on his way down.
Oh no.
Oh,
Someone's last tape.
the tape. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Okay, this tape looks familiar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a maze now. He's
This
just
has
finding
got
the
to be the way.
clues.
I'm getting close.
Wow. Whimpering ASMR.
James!
James!
Oh,
There we go. Not dead.
you're over here?
Thank goodness.
And made it out alive without any major injuries. They're still exploring caves on YouTube, but now
You can't tell me this isn't a major injury. This is like lifelong psychological trauma. That's a very major injury to me.
with a lot more caution.
Hey, this is beautiful. Yeah, why are they still exploring? You know, I'm the type of person that first time I fail at something, I don't want to do it ever again. Like, these guys, they're getting screwed over and over and they keep going. Like I said at the beginning, it's like a death wish, to be honest. They want to die doing what they love, you know, respect. But see, this is a beautiful landscape. This is still somewhat dangerous, but you can see the sun, so it's fine.
Experienced and well-prepared explorers can find themselves in terrifying situations.
Mother Earth is freaking insane. You can plan as much as you want, and then somehow it will rain and the cave gets flooded, or you sneeze too loud, you fart too loud, and a huge rock falls on your head. It's just not safe under any circumstance. My god. Look at this face. This is the face of someone who's probably gonna do it again.
The expedition was going quite smoothly in the beginning, with the group using the equipment they brought with them to continue safely. That is, until they reached a section of the cave called the Tube. It was an unusually narrow section.
Oh yeah, Mother Earth's left tube. Left fallopian tube, even. And you're gonna get in it.
Also partially submerged in water, making it difficult to both see and breathe. Despite these harsh conditions, the group decided to move ahead.
Oh yeah, they couldn't breathe, and they couldn't see at all. They couldn't even take a breath. And they did it anyways.
Member of the group went first and successfully made it to the other side without much trouble. The next person, however, wasn't as fortunate.
Oh my god.
This was Bob Johnson, the man we mentioned earlier. His crawl through the tube wasn't off to a good start.
These people do it for fun. I wouldn't do this if I was getting paid $1 billion. I wouldn't do this. Okay, maybe I would. But that's because I'm tiny, so I could probably do it. For $1 billion, yeah, I can do this. But for free? For free? I'm not doing this. For fun? What do you mean?
As he was already having issues with the comparatively wider sections of the passage.
Can a guy get in the situation and yell for help? Like, you can't do anything about it. Your friends can't help you. Like, they'll probably die together if they decide to help you.
Managed to reach the tightest part of this treacherous section, but that's where his luck ran out.
Treacherous is an understatement. Look at this. Bro is almost drowning. This is... graphic to say the least.
He was completely stuck from the waist down, and any attempt to free himself only made the situation worse.
Nice, man.
Now, being stuck in a narrow cave like this is extremely stressful on its own.
Oh
The
yeah.
walls close in on you, and every
You don't need
movement
to
feels
say
like it's
that.
pushing you further into the tight space.
Of course.
Panic sets in as you realize just how little room you have to maneuver, and with each failed attempt to free yourself, the fear intensifies.
Oh my goodness. Okay, if this video is here, that means he survived, right? That means he's alive, so I can make a little fun of him for doing this in the first place.
The situation shifts from bad to life-threatening.
Oh,
The feeling
yeah.
of water creeping up around
What a nice little dive. Oh, what a relaxing swim this guy is having. Oh, how I love swimming. I mean, let me do a crazy comparison here. I think this is almost like a gambling addiction. And I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. Okay, now back to my hot take. I think this is almost like an addiction where they get addicted to the adrenaline of doing this, and they just want to keep pushing further and further, just like addictions and addictions. They always want to go to the most extreme end, or they won't get the same satisfaction. This is what these guys are doing, in my opinion.
instead
At
of
least gambling, you might win something, but like, I think what they get from this, especially the ones who record it, is that they get like the fame, of course, the clicks, and they get to be known as like badass, tough dudes who got in Mother Earth's fallopian tube. And the adrenaline, of course. Most addictions just come from the adrenaline, which is a temporary thing that they get from this. I'm sorry, but this is funny as... What is this?
Yeah, it looks tight.
Bro skedaddled back there like a cartoon.
Find, he
Or my
scaled
legs
back on
would get
caving
numb.
and picked up a much safer hobby in cycling.
Hell yeah, they stopped doing it. Yeah, cycling, much healthier. Them again. Oh no. One of them is going to become twinless at this rate.
Channel posted a video exploring a mysterious cave someone found on their property. This is the same channel we talked about earlier. Where the two
This is also something I can't understand. Bro finds a mysterious cave that no one has gone in before and decides, I wonder what dangers are waiting for me in there. I should totally go and sniff in Mother Earth's butthole.
So
Right
we got
away,
stick here.
this does
We're
not
gonna see if
look
our rope
enterable.
reaches.
Oh, nice. Oh shit, that's far away.
It's still. Oh.
could fall in.
Sinkholes can happen anywhere, it's just crazy. Even in cement, you could be walking on a cemented street and fall straight down out of nowhere.
Into at any moment. But that didn't deter Edward and James.
This has
They
happened in
quickly
China
secured their
a few
rope to a
times.
nearby tree and began descending into the steep cave.
This is freaking huge. Oh my goodness. Mother Earth's armpit right here.
In the beauty of the cavern, things took a dark turn. Just seconds into the cave, the two discovered what looked like human remains scattered throughout.
Oh,
That's called human
nice,
bones, huh?
nice. More human remains. Of course. Of course.
How big they are. Dude, look behind you. There's like a little shrine.
Okay,
of
that
them.
does look like a
There's
human
like, oh, that's a
remain.
cranium.
It is.
Dude,
For
is
sure.
that a human? Nah, I don't know. It's awfully round.
Yeah. Awfully round.
Yeah, that looks human, man.
That looks like a pelvic bone. They're still going on after that. That's what's most shocking. I think finding human remains is the biggest sign, that the most clear sign even, that you should get the hell out of there, because someone has literally died there and they still don't.
We're both paramedics. Definitely a human femur and a human cranium. But
A femur! I got it right! It's like a pelvic bone, right? I've seen my fair share of corpses. On laboratories, of course.
contacting the authorities about the bones.
Thank goodness.
They were determined to be human and were
Yeah.
apparently a Native American that either slipped and fell into the pit cave or was thrown in there after death and are 2,000 years old.
2,000 year, oh my god.
Thing needed
Okay,
to be
quick
perfect
flag
for
test.
Dave's operation to
Flag test. This is UK, right? This is Africa? Somewhere South Africa? South Africa? This is China? This is... Wait, this is the UK. No, wait. This is the... I don't know. I know! Wait, this is England. No, wait. This is somewhere that speaks Chinese, if I remember well. This is... I have no idea. The England... Let me check. England flag. Yep, it is England. It's England. That one is England, and the other one that looks like England is what? UK? UK flag? No. Okay, that England is UK, isn't it? The same thing, right? Never mind. It's England and UK flag. Australia? Yep, that's the Australia flag. Nice. Nice, you're correct. I've never been good at geography, so I have a feeling this one is maybe Hong Kong. Hong Kong, maybe? Yeah, baby! I got it right! It's Hong Kong! Oh yeah. Give me my geography certificate.